Hey guys, I've had a couple questions about warm-up, what should it really look like, and how long should it take. So typically we want to see three elements to our warm-up. The first was just a general warm-up where you're moving around, maybe doing some house chores, spending 5-10 minutes of just general movement. You can go up and down the stairs, put laundry away, but you're doing these things relatively quickly, a little faster than you might normally do. You can add a row in, you can row for 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. You can bike for 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most. If you want to go run around the block for a few times, you can do that too. Things that you know will just generally warm you up but won't strain you by any means. Things that will take you from resting position to, oh look, my heart rate is a little bit elevated now and I've got to breathe. So for our warm-up, generally speaking, you're going to want a roller, maybe a ball. You can probably use a band if you want to go into some upper body banded stretches. I'm not going to do upper body banded stretches. I'm just going to use a yoga mat and the roller and the wall behind me to go over my warm-up stuff. I've also got my clock set up in the back corner here, more because I'm curious as to how long exactly this is going to take. I don't really track it. I do what my body needs. I'm just going to do a general warm-up for today. Things that most people will know if you work with me. It's going to start with core 4. We're going to do some half kneeling thoracic rotations, do some sprinkler work, and then probably get into more active stuff. In some sense, it's all pretty active. That's just the way of creating flow within the workout. Maybe some lateral lunges in there, and then I'll probably get into some activation as well. I'll keep talking as I go through everything though. So without further ado, we're 10 seconds out from the warm-up. So most of my stretches and stuff will already have detailed videos in them.
2, 1, go.
Or about them, so I'm not going to go into full detail, but I'll probably touch on some things as we go. So first thing, I'm going to go core 4 on the floor, so my hands are about shoulder width apart. I'm going to stay super tall through the chest and torso, and then let my legs internally and externally rotate as I swing side to side. You can see that I like to place my feet a little wider than normal, and the reason being is that gives me a little better of an angle. If we go with the shoulder width, I end up collapsing on top of my heel, and I want to be outside of my heel to maintain a 90-degree angle at my knee. Okay, so I've done probably about 10 of those. Then I'm going to start doing my waves on one side, and I'm just either side of my shin here. I go nice and tall, lean forward, crash through as I feel the tension. Now it is a warm-up, so we're using a little bit of a faster tempo. So if we relate back to stretch waves, this is a fast stretch wave. Good. I like to stay down here for a moment and scan around, see if anything's in there, if I've missed it. Okay, that also then identifies my next position, which is just straddling my knee, chest over top, fade forward, crash through as I feel the tension. You're going to be a little different in terms of where you feel stretches and what needs attention. And then the final set of waves over top of my upper thigh. You can see that I got pretty flexible here, and I got to keep walking my hands out. Good. Then I'm going to continue through that rotation, rocking right hand to left hand. Looking for my back foot, find the end range of that tissue, settle to my elbow, reach down, reach back, reach forward and down. I'm going to reach under my armpit and then open up that thoracic spine. Nice little bonus here, trying to get this elbow to the ground while keeping my knee on the ground. I'm going to reach across my body, take a couple deep breaths in there. Reach, reach, reach. Nice, one side down, one side to go. I'm going to swing back and forth again a couple of times. Feel things out. And then we're going to the other side. I'm going to do the same thing, starting with those waves. One position, two position. You can see right away that this side's a lot looser. Three positions. Rocking right hand, left hand, scanning for that back foot. Reaching down, reaching back, forward and through. Yeah, you spend time where you need it. I don't need that one too much. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm also now going to go into some activation stuff right away using that core 4. Working the internal rotation. Staying as tall as I can. The intention is to lift as high as I can, get it warm, and then hold it there for a moment. Trying to get as tight as I can in that hip, bracing through the trunk and core. Now I'm going to externally rotate, lift up the knee, again trying to stay tall, move through the hip, stay tight in the belly. Keep going until it warms. Sometimes you'll feel a stretch through the adductors. Okay, it's warm, I'm going to hold it there. Good, I'm going to hit the other side. 5 minutes in. External rotation. Good. I can keep going and doing lots of stuff, but I want to get going. So now I'm going lateral lunges. Feet pretty wide apart here. I say double shoulder width apart. I'm going to keep one leg straight, lower myself down as far as I can maintain good positioning. Foot, knee, hip alignment. In general, come up. You'll see my feet stay forward to start. Yep. And I stay here until I feel a little stretch going on or the leg starts to work. I typically do about 10 of these. Still think about chest up, eyes forward as best you can. Want to avoid getting pulled forward into it. If you're flexible enough, you can get into some Cossack squats, so lifting the toe. Notice that the weight is still distributed evenly on my feet. As I come across, I don't shift forward or back. Still trying to keep that chest in the upright position. It's a little more advanced. Just be careful if you're using this. Okay, I've already got my ab mat set up, or my pad on the ground. Go into the thoracic rotations. Remember to keep your butt tight, hip forward. And then stay tall, tight to the wall. Butt tight, hip forward. Stay tall, tight to the wall. Basically keep going until it loosens up, you don't feel as much of a stretch. Same deal on the other side. Stay tight, stay tall, tight to the wall. Butt tight, hip forward. A little stiffer on this side. You'll probably have noticed that my tempo is pretty quick here. I keep moving. I'm generally more mobile than most. So You may not be able to move as quickly as I do. That's okay. Okay, go into the sprinkler next. So right away, I'm gonna start hitting into those bird dog positions. So I'm thinking my fingers are spread nice and wide. Okay, my index finger points straight forward. Active shoulders, belly's in, butt tight. I'm gonna take one hand behind my neck, keeping the other arm straight. I'm gonna reach down my wrist, reach up to the ceiling. Do 10 of these. Oh, I didn't do any rolling, did I? Oh well. Okay, I can also throw this one in sometimes to get my lats. So elbows are down where my hands were, and I'm just rocking back towards my heels, stretching my lats and my triceps. That general thoracic, you'll notice that my back stays relatively flat. I avoid dumping or arching out, but instead I keep the belly tight. Okay, 10 minutes in, that's good. It's good pace. You could stop there. That's your stretching piece for sure. Again, I didn't do any rolling before, I just got right into stretching. I don't know why, it's just where I was today. I will do a little bit more activation, although a lot of these stretches kind of activate you in general anyways. But if you know you have some issues, again, this is just a general video for a warm-up. So let's go into you know what, let's go right back into that bird dog position. So hands shoulder width apart, fingers spread, arms locked. I push up, active shoulders, avoid shrugging, keep them down, belly's in, butt tight. I'm going to punch and kick with the opposite arm and leg, creating maximum tension, pushing the ground away, locking out, driving my heel behind me, reaching forward, and then switching. Same idea, butt tight, core's in, active shoulders, punch and kick. Stay put. We'll do a few each side, 5 to 10 seconds each. Creating tension and length, avoiding compromising your torso or your spine. Good, that's pretty good for those for me. I'm going to do some glute bridges. Feet are hip width apart. This starts with my core, so I'm going to keep my belly in, my abs tight. Breathe in, brace, heels down, hips up. If you stay tight in the belly, your head will actually lift up and off of the ground a little bit. If I don't stay tight in the belly and I just roll my spine up and down, my head will stay in position. So again, if I belly in and brace effectively, my head should lift, and then up and down. You can do static hold, you can do active. I'll go 10 to 20 of these, really until you feel the glutes start to burn. And I'll go single leg as well. You can see I like to lift my toes to really encourage that posterior chain to work. Usually do 5 to 10 each leg on these. Okay, I'm going to go a round of ATYWs. My goal is to finish in 15 minutes. Reach for my heels, squeeze together. We'll go 10 reps, slight pause. Core is braced, butt tight. Tease. wise. These are W's. Go scapular push-ups next. Butt tight, legs tight, locked. Again, no shrugging through here. Triangle controlled. I'll immediately go into a side plank. You can go from the elbow if you want. I'm trying to activate shoulder as well as torso and hips. So I like to go arms straight, hold it there for 10-15 seconds. If you can progress to a stellar plank, that's great. If not, you can do some leg lifting. You can also do this from the elbow. Do the same thing on the other side. Staying put for 10-15 seconds. Adding the leg lift. Whoa! Giving it a hold. Nice. Alright, I'd call that a pretty good warm-up. 14.5 minutes. Enjoy, have fun, try and follow along, keep up the pace. That's the tricky part. Gotta keep breathing. I'm keep sweating a little bit. Heart rate's elevated for sure. My watch is 115 beats. So I'm good to work out. Awesome. See ya.